or it should say real life. Here we go.
Fantastic. Hi, Lennart. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to speak to you and to announce your sponsorship of Gamification Europe 2020 this year. It would be great for our audience to hear a little bit about you, about why you're interested in sponsoring and being involved in the conference. So first of all, who is Lennart Nacke?
Yeah, well, hi, Pete, and thank you for inviting us to participate and sponsor the conference. I'm Lennart Nacke, an associate professor at the University of Waterloo, but I also run a company together with my former PhD student, Gustavo Tondello, and our company, MotiviUX, and that's usually the first thing, like how do we pronounce MotiviUX, but we try to go for that UX sound at the end, so MotiviUX, being a company that is interested in helping people achieve best possible user experiences, and we do that through consulting and training and designing, and sometimes we're really hands-on. We kind of work on building apps and things, but our goal is essentially to help people create better gameful experiences with the application systems or softwares that they have. And I think one of the key factors here is why should I be doing this, right? Like my background is I'm a professor in games, and I've been doing human-computer interaction in games for more than a decade, almost a decade and a half. This type of research where I'm really interested in how do we build best possible user experiences through game design. So I had a big interest in game design over the years, and that turned into this interest in how can we take game design outside of the world of games and bring it to the real world. This led to a couple of really exciting collaborations. I think in 2010 we had like the first workshop, which is where I met Sebastian Dieterding, which then led to that writing of that paper later on. About defining gamification. We kind of came up with this model of how do you locate gamification within serious games and educational games, and this whole space of game development that we have. And so we spent a lot of time kind of clarifying the theoretical aspects of it, being all academics. And later on, I kind of turned that into really like how do we actually help people make that happen? Because at the start, it seemed like it was so difficult to make good gamification. There were a lot of failed attempts. As everyone in the community knows, it's really hard to do gamification well. And so we felt our calling to go beyond academia and actually provide help with the company in helping people just become better designers at these gameful experiences.
So that's interesting. I guess that's why you're interested in being involved in our conference about spreading best practices. Am I right?
Exactly. That's correct. Yeah, and we're obviously Gustavo has been engaged with the conference over the years. I think much more closely than me, and so we had kind of a powwow meeting. And we said, you know what, this year it's going virtual. This is a great opportunity that we can support the conference, and we can help, people learn and really kind of help specifically with the sort of education teaching aspect of it, help raise awareness for this conference. And we're definitely supporting it with all of our marketing and communication channels, and we're really proud to be a partner.
I mean, it's fantastic. And conferences like this don't happen without the help of sponsors. It's very true. This year's theme is all about disruption. So whether using gamification to either survive or thrive in the current disruption, or maybe to disrupt markets and processes and things. Does this theme resonate with you and your organization at all?
Absolutely. I think at Waterloo, we're all about innovation. So they kind of, they really brand us on innovation in all aspects of our day-to-day. And so it's really interesting to bring these aspects of innovation to the marketplace where where you're engaging with other companies, because innovation is really not enough. You have to kind of start to think differently about these things. And so disruption for us is really a good topic because we want to kind of disrupt the space of gamification, partially with our models that we've developed over the past, like these personalized gamification model. And so we really want to look more like what can we do with personalization as people are moving towards AI. Computer applications are getting way smarter. We're getting more automated suggestions and things like that. And it's all over the place. So we want to harness that power and really leverage it for making the best possible gameful experiences. And our belief is it lies in that space of personalization and customization, providing these customized experiences for people. And so that's where we see disruption happening. We really kind of want to disrupt that space of gamification and introduce the robots to it.
Okay, so anyone who wants to do a bit of disruption through gamification, they should get in contact with you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, and I'm really pleased to say that your colleague Gustavo is one of our keynote speakers, obviously talking about personalized gamification design. And actually, I'm interviewing him at the end of this week for a Gamifiers meetup as well. So it's all go in the Gustavo world.
Awesome, yeah. Gustavo's an amazing speaker, and I'm just so excited that he brings his presence to the conference. And I just can recommend to anyone going to that talk. They will learn a lot and they will have a really good time. Gustavo has researched that personalized gamification space over the years, and we've applied some of his models really successfully with MotiviUX, and the clients have been extremely happy. So,
well, that's fantastic. I guess my final question or point is that one of the things I like is drawing on academic theory and helping companies apply it practically. And I'm getting the feel that obviously you're in that same space. Yeah. And right now I'm aware KaiPlay 2020 has just started. So could you tell us a little bit about what maybe we could go and find from KaiPlay, and that hopefully we can find the commercial side of it at Gamification Europe? What would be the best outcome for you from both conferences?
Absolutely, that's a really great tie-in. So yeah, KaiPlay is happening right now as we speak, and it's virtual this year as well, obviously, because we had to move a lot of conferences virtual. And with KaiPlay, kind of the original goal was to really provide a forum for cutting-edge game research in that human-computer interaction space. So the thing that I always find exciting when I go to KaiPlay is you get a lot of these papers that are really deep in that user experience space. So they're really looking at all of these aspects of user experience with different demo applications and prototypes. Now, the thing is, in industry, we rarely have the chance to do that, right? We usually have a client that says, got a deadline and really need results really fast. Whereas in academia, we can take some of these concepts and we can take our time. We can take like a year and a half to just study how that would impact people. And so often I get really cool new inspirations, not just with models that have been tested, but also new data that actually, shows interactions. There's a lot this year with multiplayer, right? Like people are drawn to online multiplayer because of the pandemic. And so there's a lot of interesting studies that I'm really excited to hear about, looking at sort of the social aspects of interaction and play as we're engaging in video conferencing and virtual communication. What lies beneath that kind of virtual communication that maybe we can harness that for gamification and hopefully bring some of our techniques and understandings from that conference into our space of designing gamification for this new online world.
Brilliant. I can't think of a better place to end our interview on that happy note. So thank you very much for your time, Lennart.
Yeah, thank you so much.